Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Definitely consider subscribing if you enjoy my content and my energy. And we are going to do a reading today. We're going to do a reading for the portal that begins October 31st and runs through November 11th. And we're going to do the 369 dimensions, which means what is going to be occurring on your timeline on the third dimensional level, which would be the earthly level, your physical level, what's going to be occurring in the sixth dimensional level at the same time, and then the ninth dimensional level at the same time within your avatar bodies, within your higher consciousness bodies, your higher self, your ET bodies. So the 369, that's the reading that we're doing today. If you hear a lot of noise, it's just because our neighbors are putting in a new porch outside. And so it's been pretty noisy in the morning, but it's okay. Between worlds. Okay, so we're gonna pull a spread for the third dimension, and this is the number 3. So the third dimension's already starting here. Okay, well this is interesting. They want me to pull some from the Earth Magic, which is interesting. So this is like, I think the higher level of the Earth, what the Earth is going to be feeling too. So it's like us and the Earth, sixth dimension. Which is an interesting way of looking at it because I thought it'd be the other way around, but that's okay. We're just going to do what they're telling me. Oh my gosh, okay. What is going on in the sixth dimensional consciousness? Reflection. Another thing I want to note too is like something one of my friends told me, actually I didn't even think about, is November 11th is 1111, which is also like the twin flame date, the twin flame number. So reflection and mirror would make a lot of sense. Because the number 1111 in and of itself is a reflection of itself. Beware of deceit. That was the bottom of the deck. Beware of deceit. Like there may be some energies trying to deceive you and your energy bodies at the sixth dimensional level. So just be wary of that. Lots of chakras. See, and it's so interesting because they're like, pull the chakra deck. Yeah, look at all the chakras. So interesting. We have a quest, a discovery that hasn't been discovered yet. Self-worth leading into the destiny. But there's like guilt here. Okay. For the ninth dimensional now, we'll do the ninth dimensional spread. There's a recovery period. I'm going to say no. Reconsider some things. Look for a sign. Okay. Okay, so I just wanted to be able to show you guys all the cards. So this is the third dimensional level of consciousness, perceptual awareness within 1031 to 1111. This would be the sixth dimensional spread here. Lots of cards. Yeah, lots of cards. And then we have the ninth dimensional perspectives. What's going on? We have 2 portal cards within the ninth dimension. We have 2 different decks. We have this one and we have this portals card from the Lemurian deck. So a lot going on. And if you guys are not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing because I don't want you to miss all this good information coming in galactically. So let's get into it. So I just wanted you guys to be able to see all the cards. There's a lot of cards here and we are going to get into this, okay guys? So bear with me. I'll be showing you guys the cards, explaining what they mean pertaining to the spread and the dimensional level that they reside on. So we're going to start with a third dimensional perspective. This is what the starseeds and all the love warriors, light workers are going to be experiencing through this 1031/1111 portal. I do, like I said, like I had mentioned, the 1111 is a twin flame number. It could represent those types of energies where it's literally the mirror reflector. It's the other version of you, and you're coming across these individuals. You may have already, or you might be going into that, or it might just be the energies in and of themselves really amplifying into your awareness during this portal. But that's just one of the many facets and layers here. At the top of your spread, we do have chaos and conflict in the reverse. And I just think it's just all these energies culminating. And we do have 33, which is also similar to a twin flame number where the numbers literally reflect themselves to one another. It's a lot of like reflecting also like the shadow self to the light body. So this is what you guys are going to be experiencing on the third dimensional level of awareness during this portal. A lot of you also, it's this no place like home, this homesick feeling. This might be very, very rampant between a lot of you guys in your consciousness awareness. A lot of you missing your home of the stars. A lot of you missing that feeling. And you feel like you're kind of stuck in between these two forks in the road. See, we have two on either end of the spectrum. It's this feeling of going in and out of a portal, basically. You're between worlds. You're in the fork of the road. There's two ways you can go, and you're in the in-between. And this is on either end of the spectrum here on the 3D level. So this is like a culmination of these energies. I also see a lot of you coming into meeting a lot of your soul family members during this portal. Like a lot of you are divinely going to meet up or shortly beforehand, or you might be experiencing that even today while I'm filming this reading. As these energies start to come in and start to kind of release and pour in. We also have a message in a bottle. I actually got this message that was channeled. I put it up on my Instagram. Let me see if I can find the messages that I had channeled here. But there's been a lot coming through for me. Because message in a bottle was one of the messages. I'm also getting like, I feel a lot of people set intentions during this last new moon that we had. If you were in my live stream, you probably set some with me. So I feel a culmination of some of those things coming into play too. Like I'm feeling the manifestations are like really spiraling in. I might pop in what the Mayan dream spell is for these portal days. I'm not sure, like I said, if they're galactic activation portals according to the Mayan calendar, but I would like to see what symbolisms, what animals, and what messages come through with that. The message trifecta. The message trifecta has been coming through a lot. But message in a bottle was one of the messages. The love letter was one of the messages. Judgment Day was one of the messages. There's a lot of messages, and of course I cannot find it right now. But yeah, so the message in a bottle coming through very, very strongly. And if you look, this is also a number 6, which is the number of man, which also breaks down to 33, which we have here, which is another cosmic reflector number, another twin flame number. But I do feel like messages coming in, messages being delivered from your guides, from people that you would least expect. Just a lot of messages coming in, and important messages. These could also be delivered through text. If you're reading about ancient civilizations or any kind of text at all, any kind of books, there could be a specific message coming through that really activates you, that propels you towards what it is that you're looking to make a decision on. We have round and round, so I'm feeling a lot of you guys going round and round in your minds. And this is out of balance. This is out of balance. And they want you to bring it back to the milk and honey state, which is the state of pure Zen, pure meditation, calming the mind, deep breathing, sitting in silence, sitting in peace, sitting in stillness. Yeah, peace. Bringing back the peace. And we're also bringing in the cosmic birth. With this card, with the egg, we're bringing in the cosmic birth. I keep getting like the serpent's egg messages coming in. That was like one of the songs that I was recently introduced to upon looking up music. That really connected with me. We also have the dove here, which represents purity and peace. I think it also represents the peace after the rainbow, the promise, Jesus' promise. And look, oh, we have the rainbow here. Yeah. So after the flood, I think it's like messages communicating from Lemuria again, about the flood, right? The message in a bottle, receiving it from ancient texts, maybe ancient hieroglyphs, petroglyphs. Something did just recently pop up, which was a discovery of the Nazca lines that they just discovered a week ago in Peru. It's actually a Lyran etching. It's a feline cat. So it's a feline etching. I think it's Lyra. I think it does have to do with Lyra. That was the first message that I got. And upon witnessing this with a couple of my friends, after I saw this pop up on the news, which I never watched the news, it was amazing that it was even brought to my awareness in the divine way that it did. Because I was actually reading about the Nazca lines 2 days prior to that popping up in the news. Anywho, when I was talking to a friend about the Lyran Nazca line feline cat etching that was found on the hillside of Peru, we kept coming across the number 44. 444 is a Lyran portal. So lots of Lyran energy still, I think, amongst us. The train's going off, which is a yes. That's a confirmation from Spirit. If you've been on my channel for a while now, you will know that. Yeah, that's a divine yes. So lots of Lyran energy still. They're integrating, but we're still cracking the codes. We're still figuring out how all this stuff traces back to Lyra. What are the effects of this? What is the meaning of all of it, right? And 44. And it was interesting enough, when I did my own research on the Nazca lines, I found out last year, I believe it was in November, they had discovered 143 other Nazca line etchings. $143. Keep that in mind. And then the cat one that was just discovered on the news would equal what? 144. The 144,000, right? It's interesting to think about. Also with the 44 being the Lyra number again. But in these drawings, there's so many different ones that they found, and they're very interesting looking. There's one of a man with like long hair, but he's got like a face on his torso, like his stomach area. There's actually a double-headed serpent. A double-headed snake devouring two humans. And what's interesting is upon doing research with Lemuria and the Nazca lines, they actually discovered that every single drawing has something to do with water. So the hummingbird is one that intakes mainly liquids only. That's one of the drawings. There's a spider that literally has an organ that sucks up water. That's depicted in the drawing, but it's the tiniest spider in the world. The hummingbird is one of the smallest birds in the world, but there are huge drawings on these Nazca lines, but they do depict water. The monkey's tail, which is a spiral, is literally located on an aquifer. It's marking the aquifer. They all have to do with water. So it's very, very interesting. Very interesting. And yeah, there's just a lot coming through having to do with Hydra water, the snake water, Hydra being the largest constellation in the sky, the Nazca lines just spreading out for miles. They're still discovering drawings of these from thousands and thousands of years ago. It's so interesting. And I think Hydra somehow ties in with Lemuria. There's a way that they're linked. And it goes in a progression, and I'm still figuring it out, having to do with Lemuria, because what my studies are right now really focused on is Lemuria. Obviously, that's what I've been called to research like obsessively, and it makes sense because I am Pleiadian. So I'm a hybrid mix of a bunch of different ones. And so I went way off topic, but it kind of coincides here because with all these discoveries being brought forth to the surface, there's messages and downloads that we're going to be receiving within every single one of these things. So keep that in mind on a third dimensional level. If you're coming across ancient artifacts or ancient ruins or ancient knowledge, different things, it's going to trigger memories. It's going to trigger downloads, which are just you unlocking different spots within your own blueprint. So keep that in mind. Lots of energies happening here on the third dimensional level. Now we're going to get into the sixth dimensional level. On the sixth dimensional level, within the 1031 through 1111 portal, we have a lot. So we're starting off with a bang. We have a volcano, literally. This is volatility. So just a lot of chaos, I think. It's like relating back to this chaos notion. And it's interesting how this like starts towards like the end, like almost as like a warning, like we're about to go into this, and then it starts off here. It's really interesting. Okay, so this volcano, it's like, I think it's also, because this is in the reverse, it's not going to happen the way a normal volcano or explosion would. Like a normal explosion happens coming out of the top of the volcano, and here it's like going into the earth almost, or it's like your mind, the way it's processing information, usually explodes out the crown and traverses back in, but here it's going into the body. It's going deep within the soul blueprint and activating there, exploding there, and then seeping back up. Does that make sense? So I feel like a lot of us are going within, reflecting on our own inner knowledge, and there's like this explosion of memory, this explosion of blueprint activation, this explosion of energies and remembrances and just inner aha moments, inner awarenesses, inner knowings, a lot coming to the surface also. And yeah, I just see a lot of reflection going on. And this, you know, the mirroring, again, with the twin flame energy could be that. We also have the yin yang with the number 22, another twin flame number. Yin and yang, reflecting, mirroring one another. There's kinds of energies, you know, if you're going through something like that. If you're not, these are definitely inward journeys. These are inward self-realizations on a very high dimensional level. Like I said, this is the sixth dimensional level. This is also representing the masculine level here with the number 6, the number of man. There's quite a few chakras here. It's like almost all the chakras. Like they really want you to get in alignment with all your chakras. But the ones that are showing upright, let me just get a good awareness on here. The ones that are showing upright are the 5th chakra. This is the throat chakra. So I feel like your throat chakra is going to be activated, but I feel like you're going to be able to speak more of your truths. We also have the 4th chakra here, which is the heart chakra. So heart chakra activations and really being able to go into the heart and expressing outwards from the heart. I see again, this would also be 3rd eye / throat chakra in the upright. So like an inner quest, an inner child quest, like letting the inner child show you what it is that you need to see, what it is you need to know, what it is you need to discover. Self-worth is going to be better. Self-worth is going to be better. I think it's because of all this inner reflecting going on, a lot of higher dimensional light being shown on what it is that you need to improve, but you're starting to improve that. You've seen the light now, and now you're going to work towards that. It also has to do with creativity. We have creativity here also with the sacral chakra, and both are in the upright. Destiny would be the crown and above the crown. So these are activations of destiny within your blueprint. And I feel like a lot of you are feeling guilty about discovering some things about yourself, or things that you want to discover, or things that you want to explore. You're feeling guilty, but they want you to let go. They want you to let go. I feel like a lot of you are holding on really, really tightly to outcomes, really, really tightly to what it is that you think you need to hold on to when it comes to guilt or lower vibrational energies, but they want you to let go of these. They want you also to let go of the guilt when it comes to exploring what it is that you want to do for your own life, your own quest, your own divinity, your own destiny. You need to allow this. Just surrender. Surrender into it. Let go. Let go and surrender into it. There's beautiful things unfolding for you. They want you to work on your solar plexus chakra. So get more sun. If you can't get sun, there is one of these lights, and I'll try to link it below. It's actually supposed to be good if you have like depression and anxiety. It's one of those lights that put out almost similar UV light, and it really helps you when there is no sunshine. And you just kind of sit in front of this light. You've probably heard of them, but that actually helps your whole mental body, your light body. And while it's not as great as the sun on days where you can't get as much sun as you would like, as we normally do in the summertime with us going into fall and winter, this would be really beneficial for you. Also, they want you to work with the solar plexus frequencies. I'm going to be making a course on magnifying your manifestation abilities when it comes to abundance in all areas of your life. It really works when you work with this key component that is of your solar plexus. Clearing out attachments, cutting cords, sitting within your own energy, doing chakra cleanses, getting your chakras in alignment. There's a great chakra cleanse by Doreen Virtue. You can just look up Doreen Virtue chakra cleanse on YouTube. That was shown to me by a friend a long time ago, and it's one of my favorite ones. It works really, really well. That would be very beneficial for you guys. But you want to do this because your solar plexus carries the attachments. It carries the cords. And if you're trying to amplify your manifestations, these things can block that. But if you really get enough sun, you really start feeling that almost like butterfly feeling within your stomach and start emanating your light, which is why it's yellow, your solar light, your light body light through your solar plexus and emanate it out. There's so much strength here. If you start working with this and practicing with this, there's so much you can literally accumulate gold back to you through this, which is why it's that color. And it works. So just practice with that and do the things that I mentioned, and you'll be good to go. There's definitely a path of self-discovery here. And like I said, I feel a lot of you need to get your chakras in alignment. This one that's in the reverse is also is your root chakra. So really making sure you're staying grounded. And it's like, well, how do you stay grounded within the 6th dimensional consciousness field of awareness? Anytime that you're grounding to earth, you are automatically grounding every other chakra and every other dimension, right? So it's really, really beneficial, and it really, really helps. So lots of meditating, lots of grounding, lots of focusing on the solar plexus, getting enough sunshine, all of it. Working with those energies will really, really benefit you and help you to maintain more of a clear head and more of a knowing of what direction you're wanting to go into. And we have door to personal healing and happiness, another rainbow, another dove, the number 7, but this is in the reverse. So this is just telling me that it feels like this is the mid-center. This is that hump that you're coming into where you're feeling, oh, I'm stuck. You know, no doors are opening for me. I'm not happy. I'm not personally happy. What is wrong? What do we need to overcome? Like a lot of you feeling all tied up, but they're wanting you to let go of all these thoughts, all these feelings, all these emotions. Know that your door to happiness exists anytime that you want to open it. Your door to Lemuria exists anytime that you want to open it. Right? To the higher consciousness. If it's a higher frequency, it resides at a higher dimension. You have the key to open that door. You have the key to open that door at any time that you choose. So, huge message there. We're going to get into the 9th dimensional now. We have a lot here. We have literally 2 portal cards within this spread of the 9th dimension. This is what's going on in your 9th dimensional consciousness, in your 9th dimensional field of consciousness, your perceptual consciousness residing within the higher 9th dimension. Okay, this is also like the female energies too. Okay, this is recovery. A lot of you are needing to recover and restore. So we have a recovery period starting at the beginning of this portal, and also a restoring period that's right at the end. Again, it's laying it out for you, like here and here, here and here. A balancing of energies, but a knowing that you have to do this for yourself. Okay, so in the higher dimensional levels, there's a lot going on, and a lot of you are docile, meaning you are recovering. There's a lot that you are taking in, allowing. These are higher dimensional frequencies, which mean they're very, very, very high vibrational, which means if you're tapping into these energies, you need to be in a mindset of where you're recovered, a mindset of where you're restored in order to handle these higher frequencies. There's going to be a lot of people asking a lot of things of you, and you're going to have to say no. You're going to have to say no. Pick one thing, maybe do that. But if it's something that you're feeling like, I just can't do, I can't deal right now, there's so much going on, there's so much I'm taking in, there's so much I'm working through, I just can't do it. You have to say no. You have to say no and just allow your body to just recover, to restore. We also have reconsider, maybe something to reconsider here. And to know which thing to reconsider, it's asking you to look for a sign. Look for a sign. Reconsider something and look for a sign. And these all go hand in hand. So if someone asks you to do something, maybe you're reconsidering and you are saying no. Or maybe you're looking for a sign and the sign is telling you no, or the sign is telling you to reconsider. And then you're like, okay, well, I have to say no to this. I have to recover my body, my mental health, my light body. And they really want you to be assertive when it comes to this too. Really be assertive. So keep that in mind. It could be for anything. But these are those higher dimensional energies, right? This is needing you to be at your best level, because what we're going into is going to require a lot of work. A lot of work, unfortunately, but it's good. It's good work too. It's going to help you just amplify those energies. It's like the blast off before the blast off of your rocket ship, before the blast off of your journey, before the blast off of your light body. It's like all these energies culminating, and then they're gonna shoot you off, but you have to be able to do all these integrations and all this work before that period. We have starseed, what lights you up. What lights you up, you guys? You have to really start tapping into these portals of your own consciousness and understand what it is that really lights you up, what gets you excited, what is it that you want to create, what is it that you want to do. Also understanding that you are a starseed, right? A lot of people or beings feel that they aren't, or they have these doubts, and it's letting you let go of the doubts, letting you let go of the guilt, letting you let go of the disbelief, things like that. But also tapping into what really gets your wheels turning, what really gets you excited, what really wants to be manifested here from the 9th dimension into the 3rd dimension. There's a doorway opening up that's going to allow you to bring these very high dimensions into the 3rd dimension where you can create them and bring them into manifestation. So really think and brainstorm and reflect on what lights you up. Lots of going inward. I've seen that within almost every level. We have the portal here. So another portal card. Doors are opening, and we also have the door opening here. Okay, and we have another portal card here within the Lemurian deck. Okay, so doors are opening. You decide. These are rewards. This is like the wild card, right? This is like you understanding your total responsibility of creating your own creation. And it's like you decide. It's on your terms. It's on your thoughts. It's on what it is that you want. But doors are opening for you. And you have to understand this is what we're going into. This is what we're going into. It's a huge portal. It's massive. I mean, this is huge. It's asking you to really take care of yourself, water your own garden. So this is taking really good care of yourself. Again, these higher dimensional frequencies are not a joke. They are not something to be taken lightly. Like, you need to rest up, restore, take care of your body, drink tons of water, be tender with yourself, get enough rest. It's like a million times within this reading of this 9th dimensional realm, this 9th dimensional level. And then we also have lots of memories coming in. Again, I remember. Let's see, she's self-reflecting, more reflection, but remembering all these memories coming back. This is also your soul plan, and this is the fated life versus the destiny life. See, destiny. We had the destiny, but now we're going into a higher destiny. The fate into the destiny into the fate. The progression and the culmination into your soul blueprint. The activating of this, the awareness of this, the sucking in all the waters, the cellular memory held within the waters that you are taking in and nourishing yourself with. And now you're having all these remembrances for your soul plan. It's divine. And these are going to help your creations. The more you reflect, the more it helps your creations. The more you sit in quiet, the more it helps you to manifest. That's where you receive all your downloads. It's not going to be by forcing it. It's not going to be by worrying about it or stressing about it. It's going to be when you sit in quiet and fully surrender into the consciousness, higher consciousness of the universe, and just allow it to flow through. Now, they really want you to express yourself uniquely. Allow this flow of creation, and also stay in a joyful vibe. So when you're going through all these layers of energies, it's always important to stay in a high vibration. How do you do this? Well, you do things that really light you up, that bring you joy. But any little thing, whether it's coloring or singing or dancing or moving around or reading a good book, just doing things that really, really light you up and put you in that good headspace, listening to good music, all those kinds of things are great ways. And just expressing yourself uniquely is a great way to raise your own vibration. It's great for everyone, including yourself. And then you can share those creations with others. We have essences and energies. So this is really asking you to attune to these subtle energies, to allow yourself to balance out and to allow the frequency holders to disperse the frequencies in the way that they're meant to be within your body. And the way that you allow this in the highest integral way is by keeping your chakras in balance and allowing yourself plenty of rest, nourishment, taking care of yourself, resting, Resting is going to be huge. It's going to be huge to allow these frequencies to disperse in the way that they're meant to, so they can help you in the most proper ways. We have portals, so this is doorways into now. Letting go of the warrior. Okay, so this is really surrendering here. This is, you know, allowing the now moment to settle in, allowing the downloads to come through, allowing the mind, the great mind ideas to blossom within this portal. This is a great time to really relax and really do some meditation. And again, to finish up the reading, we have restore. So again, this is time out for you. This is nature. And this is paying attention to shamanic signs. So the more in nature you can be, the more time outs you can take for yourself, and the more you can allow these signs to show themselves to you, the easier it'll be for you integrating all these energies. And like I said, it might be a twin flame thing. It might be you experiencing higher galactic guides walking in, being presented to your field. Maybe you're going to be joining different councils, different galactic councils. Maybe you're going to be taking on a whole different avenue where it comes to your business or what it is that you love to do. It's going to be different for every individual, but it's the tone, the overall tonality of each dimension within this portal is going to remain pretty much the same, where we're really going to have to pay attention to the signs. We're going to probably feel a little bit off and in between worlds. We're going to feel all the things, all the feelings, right? But if we keep our chakras in balance and do the best due diligence within ourselves and for our bodies as well, and our minds and our hearts, if we do these things in a balanced, cohesive manner, we're going to fly through this portal, and it's just going to open up so much for us. And I already feel it's going to open up a lot for us, but it can be very overwhelming. So if you really take time for yourself, like I'm talking, like rest up, drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, stay in balance, stay grounded, get plenty of sun, do plenty of meditating, channeling, or just allowing the energies to integrate and flow through. Just surrender into it. You're going to feel so much better. So thank you so much for tuning in, for watching, for liking, subscribing, commenting. Please don't forget to hit that bell so you don't miss more of my readings, more of my videos. I love you all so incredibly much. Thank you for tuning in, watching. Please leave a comment below letting me know if you've been experiencing anything thus far, or if you have any suggestions with how to go about dealing with all these energies, things that work for you, grounding techniques, meditation techniques that would help others, in the comments section. That would be very much appreciated. I love each and every one of you so incredibly much. If you're interested in a reading with me, you like my energy, check out my Etsy shop. The link will be below, where you can browse all my services. I offer many different readings: Starseed Origins, where I connect you with your cosmic ancestors, your star family, your beings of light. I show you how to channel them. I connect you to your star origins. It's very, very informative. It's very, very beneficial. And it's a great way to really open up and activate your blueprint, and then you can do the work then after, but it really helps. I do personal readings. I do 15-minute readings. If you just wanted a short reading to touch base on many different topics, I offer light language healings. I offer crystal healings. Everything you could ever imagine will be listed in the description box below. Check it out under my Etsy shop link. Whatever you're drawn to is meant for you. Don't overthink it. Your soul will know. I love you all so incredibly much. And until next time, I will talk to you soon. Bye now.